All right, hello everybody. How are you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. My name is Paradise, and welcome to the Paradise League SEA Tournament Season Number 1. We're gonna start off here with day number 4, winner bracket semifinals with Junior versus TokyoRevengers in a best of 3 match. And I'm joined here today by What You Got, aka Chris and Vulka. Gentlemen, how you doing today?
Hello, Paradise. Thank you for another warm introduction as we are here once again for some more HoN SEA tournament coverage. Today we got the winner bracket semifinal, so we're moving along here. We got the top 4 teams or so here, so pretty exciting games coming up for you. How you doing today, Mr. Co-caster Volka?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you. I'm looking forward to see this new map, this new mod and stuff. For me, it's new, so yeah, we'll see.
All right, man. Yeah, I don't know if you got a chance to watch any of the matches either yesterday that were played, because we're gonna see, I think, some of the teams that we covered yesterday, but also even from the prior weekends, just to kind of get an idea of like how the meta is in the casual mode, SEA scene, or whatnot. Have you got a chance to watch anything?
I saw few matches, but not the full match. But yeah, I saw that you are not losing golds, so something like that when you die, for example. So some picks are really good, such as B, Suicide, or stuff like that. Since when you have pick, you do so much. So yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, as we move along today, I'm sure you'll kind of get an idea of how the bans and picks go. But I'll start you off here. So we have Behemoth, Magebane, and Dr. Repulsor banned by our Hellborn team. We have Tundra, Soul Reaper, Pestilence banned by the Legion side. So I'll just start you off. This is pretty normal, I would say. Most of these picks are usually picked or banned like every single game. These are heroes the teams generally like. And then there's an opening of Bubbles, and then Thunderbringer and Andromeda. The Bubble specifically gets like blind banned or picked almost every single game. So
okay,
I know that's not like typical in the FOC normal NAEU scene, but yeah, Bubbles is pretty common. And not only that, but they don't play it kind of like the way we do. They don't go like Spellshard's Portal Key. They go for Grimoire of Power like first item. Generally.
Okay.
So they go like for more of like a damage-based Bubbles.
Oh yeah, I've seen Silhouette too. Yeah, Silhouette are picking Silhouette a lot.
Every time the hero is picked, I love it, man. It's one of my favorite heroes to watch and cast. Yeah. I love it. They pick it up with a Witch Slayer as well. So what do you think of the lineup so far? We got half of the draft already done. Anything stand out to you? Or
I mean, they don't really have catch on the Legion yet, so can't really know what they want to do or stuff. But yeah, it looks different already from our games. But yeah, it's good to see new lineups and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm expecting a Chronos ban here. I say this pretty much every cast. They love Chronos. Sandwraith is like a very popular ban. They banned the Bushwhack. We've seen that picked many times, and well, that's even really good in normal mode, as I think you know. So getting that one out of the way. But isn't it interesting they don't like pick that right away because it's not like the SS tier in casual mode, but it's still pretty strong.
Yeah, because what do they use to split push a lot, or do they?
Not really. It's they do a little bit, but mostly it's like laning phase doesn't last super long, and then they group up and just kind of like gank and fight a lot. It's usually very action heavy, but in some of the matches we covered yesterday, I was talking with Paradise, and I think Sate was co-casting with me yesterday. We were like, these games could almost be like normal mode the way the teams were playing. They were playing very like slow pace. They didn't want to like overextend, make too many risky plays. They played it kind of almost like the way normal mode is played. So it was very interesting. Because most of the time we're covering these matches, it's very, very like action heavy.
Okay. Because I was wondering, since Bubble Silhouette, you can tell that maybe if they want to split push, it's like really good for them to have these two.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of the times the Silhouettes, they tend to play more like farm heavy early game. They play like 4-1. They don't really go with their team until they get a couple of items, which is kind of similar to how it's played. Yeah. Generally. And that surprises me a bit because I would imagine they'd want to join like team fights a little bit more, but we'll see how they play the Silhouette this game. The bans are done. Geomancer, Pebbles, Kraken from Legion, Bushwhack, Sandwraith, and there's the Chronos ban. So those are the ones that kind of tend to like either want to ban or pick in the second wave is what I'm seeing. So This trend will probably stick throughout the day for the most part.
So they're banning Chronos mainly because of the silhouette pick, or?
Not necessarily. I think it's just a really good casual mode carry because
Okay, yeah.
it doesn't really like get hindered by the farming phase so much. It's very good for fighting as well. Oh, there's another hero that's
Oh.
really good. Is Armadon.
Yeah. And he's picked.
So I'll ask you: do you know where this Armadon's gonna go? Because I have a pretty good idea.
To be honest, Armadon, you can literally put him anywhere, but
We need to see the
TB,
rest of the lineup
TB has,
before you make your decision.
I mean, TB has to be middle, so it's either short or long, but don't tell me it's jungle, man, please.
No.
Oh, it's long
So
lane
now
is
now that they picked up the accursed, it's gonna most likely be an accursed Armadon dual off
Yeah,
lane.
yeah,
They like to run
yeah,
these like
yeah.
double melee lanes, and I think you'll be surprised by how aggressive they play the Armadons. I've seen games where they like go behind the tier 1, in between the tier 1 and tier 2 towers, like 2 to 3 minutes into the game, and they're just tower diving the supports with the
Wow,
accursed behind
okay.
them. So it's pretty. They play it very aggressive. So I'm expecting to see it played that way as well here, going up against like a Witch Slayer support, which not the strongest in the early levels, but once he gets some steam going,
Does
yeah,
they
the
cut the lane
Armadon
even, or?
could. Do they cut the lane? You said?
Yeah, with Armadon.
I don't think they necessarily try to cut the lane, but they probably could if they feel they can't get killed. So I would say it's probably not out of the question, but generally no. It's just more like they do that if they're going for kills. All right, so final picks are Sir Bensington and Magnus. So what do you think of the lineup?
There is a big difference between two teams already.
Uh-huh.
There is only one stun on Legion so far,
Yeah,
and there is ton of stuns on the Hellbound team.
yeah. So team fighting wise, you like, or like ganking wise, you like the Hellborn's draft more like easier to execute.
I guess, yeah, they can set up way more stuff than the Legion's team at least.
Yeah, Hellborn or Legion's team looks a bit more like defensive, right? They have the Andromeda now as they pick up that with the Dark Lady, and then they have an Accursed, so they have like swap plus shield heals, but they don't have like a lot of catch, so they're going to be kind of waiting for like the Hellborn team to extend and then try to counter, I would say, right?
And especially against the Silhouette, if you don't chain stun her, you know she can swap out, like stuff like that easily.
Yep.
So that's not gonna be easy for them to catch Silhouette, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think they have a pretty like mobile, hard to kill team overall here. And it looks like we're gonna see maybe Bensington in the mid lane if they want to run Bubbles off lane, but they could also still do the opposite, send Bubbles mid and Bubbles off, or Bensington off. So Magma's gonna already get a Word of Sight down here in the middle of the river.
And he's got boots, so he's gonna roam, I guess. Easy to say that he's gonna roam.
Yeah, so what they like to do a lot of the times is they send like 2 heroes long lane, and if it's like a Bihi or a Magmus, they buy boots and they like pseudo lane. They sort of like lane, but they mostly roam. So even though they run like 2 long, they're mostly playing like 1v2, and then the second support roams. On the flip side here, Legion with the Accursed, I think we'll just mostly see him staying laning with the Armadon and just causing pressure.
So can you pull from the medium camp at the?
So it's actually you're talking about the side lanes.
Yeah,
It's actually a hard camp. It's a hard camp.
Okay, it's a hard camp.
The one by the river that's near the side lanes is a hard camp. So we see that one blocked up in the top lane by this Word of Sight from Accursed.
Okay, but they blocked it because you can pull it?
I believe so, yeah. They can even double pull it. So like if they cut the tree from the pull camp closer to the short lane, you cut the trees in between, you can double pull as well. And that one is a medium camp. So it's a hard camp on the part closer to the side lane and a medium camp over by the short lanes.
Okay,
lane.
so that's super huge to pull it, so that's why you have to block it.
Yeah, so it's not an easy camp like in the FOC normal mode map. And then they have one less camp in the center of the jungle, so there's one of each, a hard camp, medium, and an easy camp. So we don't really see junglers, that's kind of standard, I would say.
Yeah.
It's mostly roamers and 2-1-2. It's kind of funny because it's almost exclusive that we see 2-1-2 lane setups.
It's like Suicide Bensington with a roaming Magnus near him because he doesn't have the sync items or anything. So.
All right,
Wait,
just before we get any further, well, hold on one sec. Let's do a quick sync to make sure we're all at the same time. So 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57.
I am 1 second less than you, I think.
Okay, try to catch up. 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 8, 9, 10. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine now.
Okay. So yeah, I think you were gonna ask about orb and stuff.
Oh yeah, about the thing.
Okay, I read your mind. So orb is banned; they're not allowed to use it. And I would assume also Ophelia's pack, mostly because I think it would be too much gold inflation with the casual mode.
That's usual mode. Okay, makes sense. Yeah.
And then another interesting thing to point out here is that the core heroes don't always buy hatchets. So like Silhouette has no hatchet. Bubbles, who's mid, has no hatchet. He's gonna get the Bloodlust here with the roam from Magnus setting that one up. So yeah, they don't run hatchets on a lot of their cores. It's mostly just the melee heroes like Armadon and Bensington that have hatchets and Dark Lady. But you can even see like Thunderbringer doesn't have one. So it's both teams like pretty much not buying hatchet on the ranged core heroes.
Okay.
And they lasted very well. Like you'd be surprised for the most part how well they're lasting. Combination comes in top lane. They're diving the Armadon. Silhouette taking some tower pressure here. This could be a kill. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, yep, it is going to be a kill as Witchlayer does get the kill. But here comes a curse with the Cauterized Nuke. Takes out Silhouette. And in the bottom lane, they did kill the Andromeda with the Magnus and the Bensington. So she must have got caught out outside the tower, right? I don't know if you caught the bottom lane action.
Yeah, I did. But nice power supply from Witchlayer, who survived off the accurate Q. The last.
Yeah, very nice because they ended up trading Armadon for Silhouette up in the top lane. So Magnus once again is looking to set up a gank here on the Thunderbringer. He seems to have an idea, and I believe the ward was countered from Magnus in the bot river. Here comes a stun. He misses, unfortunately. DB's going to escape potential death there. We have Witchlayer denying himself to neuts. So yeah, that's also something they do a lot, is you don't lose gold when you die. So early game, they do deny themselves to neutrals quite often.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
To get back to base. It's pretty smart. Yeah, I'm quickly catching you up on all the casual mode mechanics.
Good.
And then by next game, you'll be like, this is all normal. So yeah, Armadon's in the top tower already. Look at how much damage he's doing to Silhouette. He's forced to get a health potion from the Witchlayer. You can already see the amount of pressure that the Armadon Accursed is applying. Silhouette's only on 6 last hits, by the way, as TB gets dove again by the bubbles in the Magnus. That was a kelp field used. But yeah, look at the creep disparity in top lane, Volca. We have a 7-1 Silhouette against a 21-5 Armadon.
Wow. Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
she cannot approach creep because she's getting burst by Armadon, I guess.
Yeah, and without the hatchet, he's missing like a lot of extra creep kills. So we saw there Magnus denied himself to neuts after ganking mid lane. Yeah, so Bensington is already level 5. He's mostly 1v2. I think he had like 1 roam from the Magnus so far, but now he's back down here. See if
Do you get also more XP on the casual mode?
I believe you get full XP. Like, so let's say you get denied a creep. I think you get the full experience no matter whether it's denied or not.
Yeah, because Dark Lady got 15 denied, and I was like, Bensington is level 5 even, like...
Yeah. Alright, here comes an initiation bot lane. Bensington's gonna go down Lightning Storm, assisting for the kill as well. Started off with an Andromeda Comet stun. So that's the first death for the Bensington. He's only got 4 creep kills, but yeah, he's level 5.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering.
5.5 actually. He's almost level 6. Cursed body blocking the hard camp up here from the river. Really making sure to not let them have that hard camp to pull. Yeah, we have 6 kills so far at 5 minutes. Yeah. Hellborn team winning in kills, but Legion team winning in resources. So they're doing a much better job in the laning phase. If we look at the last hits, 3 of their cores all have around 30 last hits. and only the Bubbles has 29, and then the rest is very, very low. It's Silhouette with 13, the next highest in the team.
Yeah, it's
So this is
extremely even at this point so far.
yeah. So outside of these Magnus roams, where he's going to try to set up another kill here on the Thunderbringer, another Calfield comes in TP from the Accursed, but it's going to be too late. And Thunderbringer just being really vulnerable. So in top lane, they kill the Armadon as the Accursed ended up porting mid. That meant Armadon was alone.
Yeah, that's what's
You
really
you find it interesting that TB's 0-3, but he's 350 GPM? Yeah. Even though he's getting dove over and over and over, giving kill gold, he's still not really losing a whole lot. So he will eventually get his Grimoire of Power.
He needs to walk back to the lane though. He's got
Yeah.
CD, so. But yeah.
Which they're doing a pull up in top lane, just trying to get their level 6 as soon as possible.
Oh yeah, Bubbles is almost 600 GPM.
Yeah, he's had a good start 2-0. He's got pretty solid creep farm as well, 46 last hits.
And he's farming the stacks.
Meme Tenka. I probably butchered that name so bad. Yeah, I don't remember all of their names, but I think we got to cover Tokyo. I think we covered both of these teams yesterday. Magnus Eruption comes out top lane. He's did some good damage to the Armadon. We'll take him out. Bubbles is here now. Still has the DD going. They're going to take out the Thunderbringer as well. It looks like the Legion side was trying to set up gank here, but it ended up being a 4-player rotation. Actually, I think it was all 5, right? They used the Nightfall up there as well.
Yeah, that was all 5.
So,
and then he TP'd bottom.
So they responded very very nicely. GDL trying to put some pressure here on this spot lane. She's nearing the 500 GPM mark. So we start to see a gold lead now for Hellborn.
Yeah.
Due to those kills. Was almost very even before. So how do you think this game will progress as we go into like the mid and the later game stages? Do you think like one side has a advantage like of playing slow or fast, or who has the late game?
Well, the late game is hard to tell, but we know that
And
TB
we're
is
gonna die here. Yeah, but he gets
Oh,
set
yeah.
up by the Magnus.
Is dead again.
Almost was able to TP on out.
Yeah,
Magnus
that was
wasn't there.
close. So yeah, we know that TB, even if he struggles, if he can get his few items, he can do a lot on teamfights if he doesn't die. So yeah, it will still be useful. But yeah, Hellborn teams, they have 2 options. They can either play aggressive or still like split pushing, and I think they're gonna do whatever they want, and they're gonna bring like oh, we want to split push, we split push. We want to fight, we fight. They're gonna choose how the game is gonna go.
Okay. Do you think the Silhouette Bensington goes toe to toe with like the Armadon Dark Lady Thunderbringer late game?
No, I mean if they fight with the same amount of farm and stuff, I think they should. Legion should win.
Okay. So you think Legion's got late game?
If they keep fighting, yeah.
Okay.
But I think late
Well,
game, you know, if they
we have
split
an
push with
Invis
Silhouette,
Witch
they can-
Slayer here, level 6, so I don't want to cut you off, but I think we're... Oh, very nice double stun from the Magnus. 2-man
very
stun
good.
from the Witch Slayer as well. Nightfall on top. Look how easy that was. The
Nice.
execution was perfect. Magnus and Witch Slayer both lining up 2-man stuns. Bensington had the easiest cleanup crew of his life getting that double tap.
Yeah, that was a perfect execution.
So yeah, Bubbles, Red Boots Light Brand.
Yeah, that's what you said. He's gonna go Grimoire right away, right? He's getting
Ooh.
his. Oh.
9 HP. Almost died.
Wow.
If only he had the Light Brand himself. The DOT would have probably taken him out.
Oh, Armadon is in trouble.
He has Black Helm, actually. I mean, I think they can kill him here. Yeah, okay, so he's not as tanky as he looks. Good
Silhouette
job by
is taking one
Silhouette
of the mage.
to hit him from the front there. So, are you familiar with how the Silhouette players like to build?
Well, looks like he's going either Tiklo or either Bones.
Okay.
But
So you're not familiar with how they build.
but I don't know what he's actually gonna get.
Alright, so they love to go Alchemist Bones, Bottle Ghost
Okay.
Marchers, Iron Shield's pretty normal as well, and then they go into, depending on what they play against, they either go into like a straight early Shrunken Head, or they go like Firebrand, Shrunken most of the time. They don't usually go for like Nullstone or Portal Key, at least like early, but they do buy them sometimes later on. Sometimes we just see like the straight up hard carry Silhouette, like full right click style, which I think could definitely be an option this game since they have so many disablers in the team. He might just go for straight out like right click presence.
I think he still needs. I know if he goes BKB, that's mainly only for the TB.
Yeah, I don't think the
But
BKB I think is mostly for Dark Lady Blades this game if he wants to swap. Because
Yeah, but-
other than that, they don't have a lot of catch, so I think he can play pretty greedy
shouldn't
this
you go
game.
Geo if you want to get a
Probably.
or even Nullfire? Even you can purge it. You can.
Mm-hmm.
Do they go Nullfire though on this?
I don't know if I've seen any Silhouettes by Nullfire. I think it's more common for them to go Shieldbreaker, actually.
Because Nullfire is also good against Armadon, so.
Yeah, for sure. I think they could even go like, he could even go like Shieldbreaker and Shrunken route if he wants to play like really greedy. Be like a Glass Cannon style of carry. But I'm gonna be interested to see how he builds this game. Because I don't necessarily agree that it's a first item Shrunken game. Whereas like some games you just face too many stun lineups, you have to go the early Shrunken.
Yeah, he doesn't
There's-
have to go early Shrunken there.
There's the Cleaver from Dark Lady, 12 minutes in. She's not farming the most flashy, 460 GPM, but she's got her Cleaver being delivered. TB's got his light brand.
Even Silhouette, who was struggling, he's got more GPM now.
Mhm.
Surprising, actually.
The Spine's doing so much damage to the Witch Slayer. He might go for a dive here on the Armadon. Mini comes out. The shield is going to explode. And Armadon is just running past the tower. There comes a Lightning Storm. Gets tickled down to 62 life on the Witch Slayer. Just unfortunately not enough damage. And meanwhile, they're pushing the bot lane with Bubbles having another DD. He's got the Snark Boots. Red Boots into Grimoire of Power. Usually they at least upgrade into Steam Boots, so I'm a bit surprised seeing the Red Boots.
Maybe he wants post-haste this game, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Also,
that's very possible.
The token on this, I mean the Congar on this, it gives you token right away, right? If you
Yeah,
Kongor,
so
you're
there's
getting token.
single Kongor, and you get Token of Life
Okay.
from one Kongor, yep.
Looks like they are pushing middle, or at least wants to go all 5 middle.
Yeah, Magnus has his portal key picked up, Witch Slayer very close to his as well. Red Bubbles using a Veiled Rot. He's headed toward the top. I guess he wants to check out the rune. Might run into Armadon here though. See if they try to go for a kill here. No, he's just gonna walk it off, deciding it's not worth a kelp field.
Armadon is playing so aggressively. He's alone.
Oh
he's
yeah, I
running
mean he's.
into their woods.
I mean, we've seen like time and time again they need like at least two, if not three players to deal with him at this stage. Silhouette's still not really right-clicking the hardest. It looks like she might either go. She's probably gonna go for the Nullstone, I would imagine, against the Thunderbringer. But it's kind of hit or miss because they are also up against an Armadon. So it's not like the best item. They kill the Dark Lady down here. I guess Benzington probably caught him with a joust, and then Witch Slayer was able to follow it up because he doesn't have his portal key yet, but now he does. It's being delivered to him on the courier, so that's a pre-15-minute portal key. Silhouette going for the Armadon in the top lane, taking heavy pressure from the Spines. Is going to swap TP to base. Cannot swap back because the illusion gets destroyed. And the Lightning Storm causing issues for Silhouette to try to rejoin there. But yeah, still can't really solo kill the Armadon by himself yet.
Actually, yeah, they have to remember if they go for Armadon, if like everyone is getting low by going on Armadon, you have to care about the TB ulti. Like,
Yep.
you can easily clean them up.
And now remember they banned the Sandwraith in the banning phase. Imagine a Sandwraith on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I covered a game I think last weekend where there was a TB and a Sandwraith, and yeah, good luck going late game against that combo. Pretty much deletes the entire backline with a couple of buttons.
We used to have this meta on EU,
A long time ago, yeah.
the global
Very
thingy,
very obnoxious thing to
Yeah.
play against. Like when you're not playing the carry or the mid or whatever, and you don't have all the farm, it's I'll just say it's not very fun to be playing against that stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because even like buying null stones, like sure you can maybe block one of them, but still gonna take a lot of damage either way. So we haven't talked too much about Benzington this game, but he's got a Thunderclaw now. He's starting to progress as like more of a damage dealer. He's only farming like 360 GPM, but eventually he'll be, you know, doing some good damage output as well. But yeah, this is a pretty slow-paced game, I would say. Only 15 kills in 60 minutes. We have an initiation here from the Magnus. Nightfall coming in. Another double damage on the bubbles. I swear, man, every time I look up, this guy's just got a DD rune in his pocket. It's like he spawns them by magic.
He ended up getting these team boots.
He did. I think he's gonna go for maybe his portal key now as he's got 2300 gold. There you go. He right clicks that. So Dark Lady, she's just trying to do everything she can now to finish her Shrunken Head. She's prioritizing that as well. I would say, like, generally, if you're being forced into this Cleaver Shrunken route, it's not gonna feel that great. But at the same time, I don't really see another option he has because his team is kind of falling apart around him. They only have 2 kills to their name, and he isn't really able to join the best because there's just too much for him to deal with when he tries to team fight right now.
Yeah, and the lead keeps growing on the favor of Hellbound team. So yeah, Hellbound team.
So do you think? So we're approaching like a 10k gold, 11k experience lead. Do you think there's going to be a point where the Legion side will have like the key items they need to where they can actually win a 5-on-5 engagement, or do you think, from the pace of this one, like unless like Hellborn makes some massive error, do you think like there's any way that they should be losing fights with what they have?
I mean, Armadon stuff is gonna do a lot, I think, since if he can roll on the back line, he's gonna be so annoying to like Witch Layer, Moraxus stuff. I mean, Magbus stuff like that.
Moraxus, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
But, and you saw the silhouette though. He actually went Nimstone. You said they are not really getting Nimstone, but he went for it.
Yeah, they're doing the Kongor right now, by the way. I don't know if the Legion side knows about this. This is going to be a token of life for Silhouette. Probably drop the Iron Shield, it looks like, as a token for a little under 3 minutes now.
There is bananas too, if they kill it like 3 times.
Yeah, so actually I found that out yesterday, because we haven't had too many games where there's been 3 Kongors, and apparently the 3rd Kongor drops a banana. Oh, and by the way, fun fact, you can throw the bananas in your consumable slot.
No,
I was trying to click on it to read like how much it heals with the HP and mana, and I couldn't figure it out. So I settled for it heals for 2000. That was my guess.
So you're not using a normal slot, like it's just an extra slot.
You can put it in the consumable slot, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really good.
And yeah, it's dropping on the 3rd Kongor.
Okay.
So Silhouette level 15 has the Firebrand now picked up with the Nullstone. She's probably going to turn that into a Geobane. Play more like that right-click style of carry that we were talking about.
Yeah. But
They are grouped down here in the bot lane. They have Nightfall ready to go. Here comes the Kelp initiation. Nightfall on top. Now they're going for the Armadon who has a barbed armor. I don't know if they want to go for this guy. Silhouette is very low, but has the token still. Benzington gonna go for the port out. He might still die here. Armadon right-clicking him will take him out, so it is going to be a 2-for-1 dive here as they killed both the supports from Junior. And they will actually keep their token for now. Not going to be content with burning it for a minute and 20 seconds. We'll see if they try to regroup and go for another engagement, or if this will just be a natural token expiration here, used to farm toward his Geobane, perhaps.
Yeah, I think he's getting Geobens now.
Hmm.
TB is getting close to his Grimoire. He's got the second part.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge damage boost for Legion as well.
Yeah.
And he's tied with the Armadon at 17%, so it looks funny, but I don't know if you looked at the damage chart. Dark Lady's only on 1% hero damage. It just hasn't been able to really fight the most this game. I think that just kind of comes down to like the nature of their lineups, but also the fact that he just can't really do a whole lot until he has the Shrunken Head against this Hellborn team.
So you told me that people playing Silhouette on this mod, they tend to go alone a lot. But this game, it's more like the Bensington. Bensington is always alone by himself, but it makes sense as he can juggle with ulti.
Yeah, that makes sense. I do definitely like the way the Silhouette's been playing, and I think it makes sense because they have a really good team for him to join with them as early as possible. They have so much CC for him to just run in and right click. So Magnus picks up yeah, he's 50 gold away from that. Yeah. Magnus picks up the Void Talisman, which I think is quite good this game against the Dark Lady Armadon combo that are doing the majority of their damage outside of the TB ultimate. Bensington went for full Hyper Crown, by the way, so he's playing almost like a position 1 Bensington from the long lane. Would you say that that's too greedy, or do you like the way like he's deciding to itemize here based on them already being far ahead to kind of just like push them further ahead?
Yeah, I mean, if they're aiming for late game, I guess that's the right choice.
They're smoked up in the Legion's jungle here on a couple of players. They're running right past the smoked up Dark Lady. Oh man, if he wasn't smoked up, that could have been scary. He's gonna go in on the bubbles here. Silence comes out. Needs a couple of more auto attacks. He's trying to juke in the trees. There comes the nuke from Thunderbringer. And that will be a kill on the bubbles. So
yeah, really good kill. 800 golds.
Yeah, that was a kill streak as well. So Dark Lady probably gonna get to finish her Firebrand now. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, they take out the tier 2 tower. It looks like Silhouette's going for Shrunken and not going to go for the Geobane.
Top lane.
Armadon's all by himself here, 4-on-1, in no man's land. Can't really go for a port out. He's going to get taken out here by the Silhouette, and he will fall.
They need so much to kill him. Wow.
He takes so much damage, right?
Yeah, good deny from Bensington.
I'm a bit surprised by this item progression from Silhouette, I'll be honest with you. I think the Nullstone plus Shrunken against these heroes feels a bit too defensive.
Oh yeah, he's getting BKB?
Yes.
Oh.
I feel like you only need one of the two. Like, you either need the Shrunken or the Nullstone. Like, I get why he has the Nullstone is to block the TB ult, mainly. Because everything else he like either can swap disjoint or doesn't really affect him. But the Shrunken is mainly only good against the Dark Lady, silencing him. So that makes sense in that regard. But going for both, and then I want to get your take on this because it feels like very passive, very safe. They're playing kind of from ahead where he could be more of like a damage dealer.
And he's getting Geo even, so he's gonna have Nullstone, BKB, and Geo.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like right-clicking the most, right? Or the hardest. Yeah. Do you think it's like a good build, or do you think it's like the way I was describing it, like very defensive?
Well, it is very defensive for sure. I think I would have skipped the BKB, go Geo, and like Geo Nullstone maybe, and then so, or maybe not Nullstone actually. Maybe BKB Geo. No, I don't know. I would have removed at least one item of these three.
Yeah, so which one would you rather have, the Nullstone or the Shrunken?
I think the Nullstone.
I personally wouldn't mind the TB ult hitting me. I would be more worried about the Dark Lady Blade stopping me from swapping and tree grappling and everything.
I think I would have get Nullstone, Geo, and the Nullfire, stuff like that.
Okay.
Because Nullfire with Geo, you can do so much. You can purge the Barbed. You can drain Armadon mana. And you can purge also Dark Lady Blade. I feel like it's really good. Really good item this game.
He's chasing the Armadon up here, but he's going to roll into the trees and TP out now, so I can't necessarily follow that. Perhaps got a little bit too hasty there as Bubbles was coming in with the Veiled Rot. Staff on the Bubbles, by the way.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
So there is one Shrunken Head on the Dark Lady where this will be kind of useful if he catches him before the Shrunken is used. Follow up, so question here. Do you think he'll upgrade... well, he's got 3 choices. The Witch Slayer, the Bensington, or the Magnus. I think he'll...
be the Bensington.
Bot lane. Yeah. Thunderbringer, Lightning Storm comes out, gives them the info, Dark Lady jumps in, and Bensington is no more.
Yeah. I think if you upgrade someone, that has to be Bensington, right?
I believe it would probably be the best of the choices because he's very farmed. Don't forget, Magma's staff got buffed, right? So he gets the stun effect after the pulses go off.
Yeah, and
then the Witch Slayer gets a superior ultimate, so he could ulti the TDL when she's got Shrunken on, for example.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
So that's why I wanted to ask you, who do you think would be the most valuable staff? Because I think they're all somewhat good, and he did just buy the Legacy, so you have to tell me right now, before he upgrades someone, who is it going to be? Come on, you got 3 choices. Alright, Bensington. Alright, I'm going to also say that I think it will be Bensington. Mostly because he's having the good game. He's got the farm.
Yeah, so he's going second carry road, so...
Yeah, and it is going to be the Bensington. Nightfall coming in top lane on the Armadon. He's going to roll into the trees. He's going to go for the portal. Let's see if he goes for the Joust stun. Come on, go for it!
Oh,
he didn't go for it!
It wasn't cooldown. It wasn't cooldown.
Oh, it was.
He had 2 seconds cooldown or 1.
Okay. Fair enough. I missed the cooldown. So he couldn't use it. Not that he didn't try. But yeah, we're seeing the staff from the Armadon having so much impact as well. He's able to keep split pushing.
Dark Lady's getting Wingbow, I suppose.
Yeah, it could be Genjuro, but probably going to be the Wingbow since he picked up the Dancing Blade first. Lightning Storm comes out. Was this a scouting Lightning Storm, it looks like?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Witch Slayer and Magnus took so much damage already.
I mean, Witch Slayer is... Oh!
Dark Lady pops the Shrunken. She's going for Witch Slayer. There's going to be 1 kill. Bubbles does Invis here on the Dark Lady, kind of body blocking him a little bit. I'm not sure if Dark Lady felt that that little bump there. He decides to Charging Strikes away. Maybe knew that Bubbles was in the area. But yeah, Silhouette, she's got 5,000 gold saved up, so maybe she's just saving for either her own Wingbow or Savage Mace. She's reading the Dark Lady going for the Dancing Blade here. She has not completed her Geobane, so...
She's maybe waiting to see if Dark Lady is going Wingbow or not.
Yeah. I think we just saw Dark Lady buy components to the Phobo, so it should definitely be a Wingbow. He's just trying to finish up the remaining parts. Bubbles walks right next to Okay, he's still invis. Got 10 more seconds on it, so he's scouting. He sees the Andro as well. Oh, there's a Word of Revelation! Yeah. Blades come out into Comet Stun. Bubbles didn't see this coming. Bensington goes in with a Nightfall. Here comes a swap from Andromeda Magma Stun into the Witch Slayer bullet. And now they're also going to kill the Andromeda. So even though Bubbles dies, they end up getting the 2 kills. They were ready to help out Bubbles. It just didn't come nearly in time. But still, the big picture is they get the Dark Lady kill. He bought out the Wingbow and he has no buyback right now. So this could be our first Rax push of the game. Armadon pushing up in the top lane is going to port down to the bottom lane. Veiled Rotted. I'm a little bit surprised. Let's see what he wants to do with this Veiled Rot. Has a Behemoth's Heart picked up, by the way.
Yeah, the Armadon got the Bola for the Dark Lady.
And he has a Bola?
Armadon. No, I mean Magnus, sorry. Magnus got the Bola.
Oh, okay. I was like, he's got a Heart and a Bola? How did this guy get all this fun? Alright, so they have a Ward of Sight down in the pit. Armadon wants to go in here. He's gonna go in? He stole the token! He got the listed on the Kongor and he stole the token. A huge play coming in from the Armadon. Steals the token and the Kongor last hit. And now he's even trying to kill the Magmus. Not gonna work out for him as Magmus is able to blink out. but that was a massive steal coming in, and that all was present because of the ward of sight here placed by Andromeda.
Man, this word is showing the cockpit actually. That's insane.
Yeah.
What? Actually insane.
Underbringer's going for a shrunken head.
My game crashed.
Uh-oh. Well, we'll do a pause when you get the game back in. And for now, I'll just keep casting. But we'll resync with you in a sec. Silhouette getting jumped here in the bot lane. She has shrunken. Can't swap though. Oh, she can swap actually. The shadow is up in the base, and she will be fine. Shrunken in the swap out. The Legion team will kill off the shadow. So Bensington now has his shrunken and a firebrand picked up. I believe he will be possibly going into a Geobane as well. Maybe just keeping the firebrand. Armadon could be in some trouble up here, but he has the token, so he's feeling very confident, but he is very alone up here. Witchslayer is going to jump him. Bensington comes in with a Nightfall. They're going to stun him up with the Joust. He's going to burn the token here. And he's 1 versus 5, getting Kelfielded. There's a Lightning Storm from the Thunderbringer. So much damage coming in. Armadon rolls in. He's going to get the kill on the Bensington. He's going for the kill on the Silhouette. Silhouette's going to tree grapple up to the high ground, and she will be fine. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, they are going to take out the tier 2 tower, and now the tier 3 is being worked on. Eruption stun comes in. Swap, though, from the Andromeda. Going to get Dark Lady the distance to safety. She breaks the tower, and Armadon is still very healthy, running from the bot lane to the top lane to the bot lane, and he is now here at the Rex. It is going to be a buyback from the Witchslayer, so it is currently 4 versus 5, as Accursed is making his way over, and they want to try to get this Rex. Magnus gonna jump in with a stun. Dark Lady pops the Shrunken, and now Silhouette is here with the Shadow, with the Shrunken head, pounding in the right click. She's going for the Thunderbringer, but she now has to retreat as the Shrunken is almost out. Tree Grapple comes down. Bubbles with the Grimoire power activated. Still has a Kelfield. He's waiting for an opportunity to go back in, but Magnus not ready yet with a Surge on cooldown. The Rex is going to be focused here by the Dark Lady. Ranged will fall, and now the melee under fire as well. Meanwhile, in the background, Armadon is just boxing out the entire Legion team. He gets the heals and the shields from Accursed. He's going to survive, and the Rexes are going to fall. And Junior just took a huge momentum swing here, getting their first Rex kill of the game. And that was all able to happen due to that token on Armadon. He made so much pressure up in the top lane. Wow. Alright, so not to come down from the hype, but you got your game back up?
Yeah, I'm back.
Alright, Paradise, we're gonna do a pause here, and I'll do 3, 2, 1 pause, and then we'll pause. So 3, 2, 1 pause. Alright, so my timer in game is 33:25. So if you can get to that timer, Volka, we can go.
I am 26.
Okay, go to 26.
Okay, I am.
Okay, you're 33:26 up top?
Yep.
Okay, I'll do a 3, 2, 1, and on go we unpause. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Alright. So yeah. The golden XP lead, the gold is still favoring Hellborn despite being down a Rax. But
it's still quite close. It's not like...
Yeah, it's still very close, even though there is a 1 Rax lead. The experience is 500 favoring Legion, which is very, very minimal at this stage. And we could have a clash up here, as the Hellborn side is trying to get an engagement. Armadon is kind of in the front lines, has a demonic breastplate now picked up.
Yeah,
and he is just a force to be reckoned with. 640 GPM. But we haven't really talked about Dark Lady. She's taken the top of the charts here now with 743. She has 4,000 gold in the bank, and has the completed Frostburn now as well. So she could look to sell the Iron Shield, which I believe she just did, and she's gonna go for a Nullstone here. So, what do you think about the Nullstone pickup? As Accursed is kind of starting off the team fight, going in on the Witchslayer in the back. Here comes the Kelfield in the background, so hold that thought, Volga. Chuckerhead activated by the Thunderbringer. Nightfall comes in. Thunderbringer getting right-clicked. He does not have a Lightning Storm for 25 more seconds. And we already have a one for two as Andromeda also got taken out. Bensington now going to go for the TP on out, and he will have to escape the Armadon silhouette, trying to kite, but isn't able to necessarily deal with the Armadon right now. Doesn't have the most mana, so he's not able to chase the best. And it looks like the fight will conclude here with a 1 for 2 exchange favoring the Hellborn side.
Yeah, Armadon needs the Oblivion Armor so bad, I think. He needs to use his helm to do that.
Yeah, so I think he could definitely look to buy that now, since he's got the helm slot probably as like his weakest item to grow into. Do you think he'll be definitely looking to do that now?
Well, I think he should. Because usually when he goes on someone, like Silhouette, he can escape on stuff because he cannot bash. And he can even roll.
Kelvil comes out here on Dark Lady, pops the Shrunken Head though, he's manning up on the Silhouette. Silhouette pops the Geobane, huge damage coming in though, Andromeda with the swap. He's going to sacrifice himself. TDL wants to get back into the fight. They are going to kill the Silhouette here. That's the Shadow that's going to be taken out. And that is a big kill because Silhouette doesn't have a buyback, only on 1900 gold. I'm actually not quite sure how much you would need, but this could be another Rax attempt here. Bensington's going to go ahead and buy out a Brutalizer as he probably feels he's going to need all the items he can have for this next fight coming up. So, do you think they'll try to fight this with Silhouette dead, or do you think, well, there comes a Magmus Eruption. The portal key was stopped by Armadon as he pushed forward into the base. So, not going to be able to line up a portal key stun. And Bensington, he's trying to deal with this Armadon, but as we can see, he's just tickling him down. They are going to get the melee racks. And now they're thinking about maybe going back in. Cover of Darkness comes out. They're not really looking to go in just yet, though. Thunderbringer again without a Lightning Storm, 27 seconds. They're just letting Armadon hit the range racks, and he will take it out. So this will be the second racks of the game. Our Curse pops the ultimate. There he has the staff, so even though he got miniaturized, he's able to remove it. And Witchslayer just jumps in and ends up dying. So, again, another big momentum swing coming in for Junior. And 2 Raxes now is going to be really hard for TokyoRevengers to try to come back from. They're going to need a very good team fight to kind of swing this game back into their favor. But before that, yeah.
They have nothing that can deal with Armadon right now. Silhouette doesn't have damage. Bensington doesn't have damage.
Silhouette's going for the curse in the background. Almost takes him out. Shrunken is activated. Armadon, though, half-life with the barbed armor applied. Tries to get out of the tower range as he was tanking the brunt of the Hellborn team at the base. And it looks like Junior will just do a reset here. Regen on up before they try to take their next team fight engagement. So, you said they can't deal with the Armadon. What is it you think that they need to either buy or do moving forward to try to be able to deal with this Armadon?
I mean, they have to go on the backline first, instead of sitting on Armadon. I feel like they are going on Armadon. I know Armadon is forcing them to go on him, but they have to find the opportunity to go on the backline. Like, they can't sit on Armadon like that. It's not working.
Okay. Do you think there's like any items they could buy that could help them deal with the Armadon, or is it just simply ignore him completely?
I still think the
Magmus Eruption comes out here. It's only hitting the Armadon. He's going to stun up the Andromeda. Bensington goes in. Kelfield lands, and they will take out the Andromeda first. Shrunken Head is activated now by the Bensington barbed armor, and the shield comes out from a curse. He's pushing forward now. Bubbles shell surfs defensively, but Witchslayer, he's going to get caught here. Probably going to go down to a spine. Silhouette is here now with the Geobane. Pumping in the right clicks, dealing some really good damage, but the Demonic Breastplate put on positive from the Armadon here. They're going to take out the tower, and he's going to survive very low life. Magmus goes down to the Dark Lady and company, and there are still 4 players alive. Only Andromeda falling. Bensington and Magmus have fallen, and that will do it. Vulcan, the concede comes out. Yeah. Game 1 of this best of 3 is going to go to Junior, as they had some big plays coming out in mid-game, transitioning them into this Game 1 victory.
But you see again, the last fight, Armadon was like 200 HP left, and TB was full HP, Dark Lady was full HP, Akios was full HP, but of course he's got ulti, but like they are not focusing the backline, so I think that was a big